record high, fresh record high. What are the dealing rooms saying on this Friday afternoon? Nimesh, would be a very chirpy place, the dealing room right now.
Mangalam, in terms of flows, I don't think that's the, what we can see in the screen, that may not be the case with the flows as well. So again, to me, it looks like more of a short covering in the IT, which has been a big support to the Nifty. And for a change now for the last few days, it's some heavyweights like Reliance who's pulling the markets up. So Nifty may look good, but from a screen perspective, it's not like everything looks so good. There's a bit of profit booking as well in many of the stocks in the mid cap and in the broader markets as well. I guess there's a lot of strength globally as well. You look at what happened to US markets last night. It was down 300 points and it virtually recovered most of it. So there is strength, or maybe you can call it as a risk-on rally globally, and that's the case with India as well. So I think that's the reason why we're seeing big moves in the markets for the last many days. But if you look at the flows, the cash market data for the last few days, it's been pretty much neutral to negative. If you see one day the FIIs are net buyers, equally you'll see the DIs on the sell side. So flow-wise, it's very, very selective is what I understand. Today, for a change, there is a bit of buying in the PSU bank stocks as well. So watch out for the PSU bank index. It's already up 2%, but looks like there's a bit of momentum or a bit of chase happening in the PSU bank stocks. So that is one space to watch out for. Maybe there could be some surprise in the numbers as well, the quarterly earnings, so to speak. So that's done well in today's trade. But I guess the big move today is largely in the IT names, and within IT, it looks like more of a short covering than the genuine buying from the larger FIs.
That point entirely, Nimesh. I was just looking at a couple of options on TCS. They had seen a lot of writing at the 3,800 mark, but now with the stock having crossed that mark, short covering is what led TCS higher out there as well. And so is the case with a lot of the others. But in the broader markets, we have MCX, which has now fallen to the low point of trade, down about 5%. So like you did say, that there are a lot of stocks which are actually seeing a lot of profit booking.
Yeah. So again, Mangalam, from a broader market perspective, the fact is that even from a flow perspective, it's turning to be very, very selective. Even within the PSUs, if you look at the PSU mid-cap PSU stocks in the last many days, you'll see a bit of rotation in the PSU basket as well. Some of the PSU stocks will do well, and there will be equally some bit of profit booking as well. So again, as I'm saying, the Nifty looks good on the screen, but beyond Nifty names, there is a bit of rotation happening and a bit of churn as well, with some bit of profit booking as well. If you look at from a sentiment point of view, Mangalam, I've been talking to a lot of large HNIs and some large market participants, and they don't seem to be quite comfortable with this market. While the markets are going up, and again, there is a bit of sector rotation, so you won't find justification to many of the moves in many of the stocks. So, but from a positioning point of view, there is a bit of caution out there, and people are willing to book profits at higher levels and sit on the sideline. So that's the key message from the larger HNIs. Okay, maybe a little bit of caution at these levels. That's the word coming in. Nimesh, thanks very much for joining in and giving us that roundup in terms of what the thought process is in terms of key investors.